I've got a few notes. I've only got 7 pages, so you can relax. It's not taking me too long. I'm usually known for my brevity, which is one of my talents, I'm told. The whole point of Great Torrington, as some of you are aware, is that we were the site of the original statue that was unveiled in 2019 of Sister Perdita, and I had the great privilege of being part of the unveiling ceremony. And the amazing story of this woman has stuck with me ever since. We've had a number of visits from various people from the Indian community to come down to visit us, and it's always been a tremendous pleasure. The fact that I was asked here today was indeed a genuine pleasure and privilege. Margaret Elizabeth Noble was born on the 28th of October 1867 in the town of Dungannon in County Tyrone in Ireland to Mary Isabel and Samuel Richmond Noble. I love this next bit because it's actually close to my heart being a Scot. The Nobles were of Scottish descent. They settled in Ireland for about 5 centuries, so there's still a bit of Scots in them. Her father was a pastor, and he was so influential in her life, and he taught her that service to mankind is the true service to God. When Margaret was 4 years old, the family went to live in Great Torrington in North Devon, where her father conducted services for the poor, and when he did that, she always accompanied him. She was very much part of his life, and he was a great influence on her. In 1891, Margaret settled here in Wimbledon and helped to start a new school. The experiment in teaching gave her great joy, and after a year, Margaret started her own independent school in Kingsley Gate, where there were no restrictive methods of formal learning. The children learned through play, which in those days was a really novel idea. In 1895, the big adventure started when Margaret met Swami Vivekananda, and in 1898 she travelled to Calcutta, where the Swami gave her the name of Nivedita, which means dedicated to God. After a life of service to Indian nationalism and to girls in Calcutta, amongst many other things, she died in Darjeeling on the 13th of October, 1911, aged only 43. I was thinking when I was writing this that at the age of 43, what a shame that she died so early, and it always reminded me of Jared Manley Hopkins, who died very young as well, because he had really not looked after himself. He gave everything he had to other people, all his food. He didn't look after his own bodily health, and I suspect she did very much the same. She dedicated her entire life, her body, to others. In 2019, I was privileged as the Mayor of Great Torrington to unveil the first statue outside India to this extraordinary woman. I felt it fitting that this ceremony was held in the town where her life journey started, and it gives me particular pleasure to continue this tradition here today by paying my renewed respects to Margaret Elizabeth Noble, Sister Nivedita. Thank you.